I'm going to play Severus.
Snake.
So it has... Hello there, today's a fun one. Barney is playing Vadrik, a big mana spellslinger deck that utilises the day-night mechanic to put +1 counters on the commander, who then reduces the costs of instants and sorceries.
We'll play a Castle Ventress tapped and passed.
I'm playing Nethroi, a self-milling, mass-reanimating, table-draining aristocrat deck that is just, I'll play Plains and pass turn. Dan is playing his legendary tribal deck, packed with some of his favourite legends, and this time it's headed by Sisay.
Woodland Cemetery, pass the turn.
Ben is playing his new Tyranid 40k Precon. It goes wide with tokens, tall with +1 counters, and is coming to process your
I would play a island +10.
And is it Boyworks? Bouncing Castle Ventress to my hand. And pass.
Discard.
No, I don't want to. I will discard. Everything's so good. I'll discard a Clone Legion.
Okay.
I'm sure we can get it back somehow.
Yes, I'm very sure. You all done?
Yeah.
Being someone who plays spellslinger decks.
Yeah.
I'm going to play a perpetual timepiece. It can tap to mill 2, or I can pay 2 to exile it and shuffle any number of target cards from my graveyard into my library.
Cool.
Plus 10.
Events. Tapped and pass the turn.
Play a Path of Ancestry and passed.
Fancy artwork.
Indeed.
I'm going to play a Scavenger Ground, so it taps for a colourless, and I can pay 2, tap it, sacrifice a desert, and exile all cards from all graveyards.
Relevant! Well,
Then tap 3 for my commander. When my commander comes in, if it's neither night or day, it becomes day. And then instants and sorcery spells cost X less to cast, where X is Vadrik's power, and whenever it changes between day and night, he gets a +1/+1 counter. And then I'll pass.
so in your end step, I'm going to tap Perpetual Timepiece and mill 2. I'm going to mill Malakir, Rebirth, and a Swamp. I'm going to mill twice, mill for 2, Plains and a Swamp. I'll play Forest and I'll pass 10.
So at the end of your turn, it becomes night because you played no spells.
Okay.
And Vadrik gets a counter.
I will play a deserted beach and Sisay. Pass turn.
Favourite Temptation, colourless mana, and passed turn.
Oh, it's not. It doesn't pump that. It's when you cast 2 cards. Isn't it?
No one did anything. Oh, you play Sisay?
Yeah.
Detection Tower. So it taps for a colourless, I can pay 1 and tap it. And until end of turn, my opponents and creatures my opponent's control with hexproof can be the types of spells and abilities I control, though they didn't have hexproof.
Very nice.
Just a bit of utility. I will then blue and the red and add 1 to it. I'll play an electrostatic field, and then using the blue, I'll solve the equation. So it's 2 less, which puts the electrostatic field on the stack, so we each take 1.
Yeah.
And I will go tutor.
Got it.
And I have to reveal what I tutor for as well.
I'm good at hitting this. I tap hard normally, don't I? This is what I've been training for my whole life.
This card.
Good job, Dan.
This is your moment. Right. I'm just gonna tutor for my favourite card in the deck. It's Creative Technique. Okay, so when I cast it, I can choose to copy it. If I do, an opponent gets it as well, and you basically just get a Chaos Warp on your deck, but without getting rid of anything. So you shuffle and flip over the top.
So you get a permanent, or is it any spell?
Non-land card.
Oh, okay.
What, when it comes to battlefield, or?
If it's a permanent, it does. If it's an instant, you cast it instantly.
That goes
Oh,
into my
cool.
hand.
Or even a sorcery, you can cast it, I guess, don't you?
Yeah.
So I'm gonna end my turn, and then it goes back to day because I've cast 2 or more spells.
Okay.
Patrick,
You're not
it's my
attacking?
turn. No.
I'm going to play a Forest, and you have black mana, don't you?
I do.
So, Exotic Orchard for black. And I'm going to play Severus.
Snake.
So it has... Just a little good one. Tap, sacrifice another creature or an artifact. For each opponent, you mill a card, then return that card from your graveyard to your hand unless that player pays 3 life plus 10.
Okay, sounds good. We'll go about it. Hadana's Climb.
Hadana's Climb is a legendary enchantment that says at the beginning of combat on your turn, put a +1 counter on target creature you control. Then, if that creature has 3 or more +1 counters on it, transform Hadana's Climb.
Beginning of combat, I will pop a counter on her. She has also got +2. She is 5. Only 5.
5.
Only because this deck normally just goes. Just like out of nowhere, just goes. No, I win.
Yeah, it does do that.
I will play an island and actually do something.
Woo!
I will cast a Genestealer Locus. So this is the keyword, Neural Trauma Rod. Whenever a creature attacks you, it gets -1/-0 until end of turn. And whenever a creature attacks one of your opponents, it gets +0/+1 until end of turn.
Okay.
Oh, I like that.
Yeah. And then I will pass the turn.
Cool. Okay. Play Castle Vantress tapped, because I don't control an island. And then, so Vadrik's power is 3, so I'll tap 2 to create a technique. I am going to demonstrate it. I'll do the electrostatic field trigger first, so each take 1.
Okay.
Then I will let you have a copy of the created technique, so shuffle up and then reveal 2 hit and 1 land cards.
Okay.
And then I get to do it twice, but I think yours resolves first.
Yeah.
Cool.
I mean, we could be here all night waiting for Ben to shuffle
I'm
up.
only going to do it once. Right, so look after them. So, land, artifact.
There you go,
Yep.
done.
Oh,
You get it.
it's an Arcane Signet.
Oh, well, where's the other card go?
Bottom of the library? Bottom of the library in a random order.
That's a cool arcane signet though.
That is.
Alright, so I've shuffled up, so I'm going to do the first one.
Yeah.
And land. Dig through time. So look at the top 7 cards of my library, put 2 of them into my hand and the rest on the bottom in any order.
Not terrible.
2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Those 2 in my hand.
Electrostatic field trigger.
Yep.
Anyway.
Next one.
Yeah. Oh,
Tyranid.
he's always nice.
I think that'll do for my turn. I'll pass.
I mean,
Good.
fairly good.
I'm gonna mill 2 with the perpetual timepiece. I've got Selfless Saviour and another land. Gonna mill myself for 2 with perpetual timepiece. Swords to Plowshares and Path of Ancestry. Gonna play a forest and activate Sivirus, sacrificing my perpetual timepiece. So, for each opponent, mill a card, then return that card from your graveyard to your hand unless that player pays 3 life.
So for me, what is it?
Pay 3 life or I get Milliken.
Just, yeah, take it.
Okay. Same again. The Putrid Goblin. That's a combo piece. It's as bad in the graveyard as it is in my hand.
You can have it in your hand then.
Okay. And for you, Vivian's Arcbow.
You can have that in your hand as well.
Okay. I like this card.
When did you put it in? Is it? Have you not played it yet?
I put it in when I built it.
Oh, right.
I played it when last time we played it yours,
And Ben.
then he played the Yushan. Right?
That's right, I remember, yeah.
I'll play Carrion Feeder, and I'll play Vivian's Arcbow, and I'll play Milliken.
Yeah.
Carrion Feeder is a 1/1 that cannot block, but has the ability to sacrifice a creature you control and put a +1 counter on itself. Free sack outlets like this are key to many aristocrat strategies. The Arcbow is a legendary artifact that has the ability to pay X mana into it, tap it and discard a card. Look at the top X cards of your library. You may put a creature card with mana value X or less from among them onto the battlefield. Put the rest onto the bottom of your library in a random order. This is a mana sink that can get me instant speed blockers, dig through the deck for relevant creatures, and is a discard outlet, which is super useful for reanimated decks. And Millikin is an 0/1 creature that can tap to mill a card and add 1 colourless mana.
And Poster.
Cool. Dark Steel Ingots. Go to combat. I hit you for 6.
6. Kick 6.
Plus that. Cool.
Play Mountains, and I will play Gargoyle Flock. So it's flying, Sky Swarm. At the beginning of your end step, if a creature enters the battlefield on your control this turn, create a 1/1 blue Tyranid Gargoyle creature token with flying. Damn. Take 3.
Cool.
Plus 2. It's one of those.
Untap. Draw. Okay, I'm going to play an island. Then I'm going to tap the Visit Boiler Works. I'm going to use the red to pay for a Seething Song to add 5 red, which triggers Electrostatic Field, so we each take 1. And it also triggers Tyranid.
Here we go.
Mm-hmm.
Drake. So I've got 5 red and a blue, and I will add 1 to it to play a Swarm Intelligence. So whenever I cast an instant or sorcery spell, I may copy it, and I can choose new targets for the copy.
Step. I'm going to return to nature your enchantment. Seems a bit good. Seems a bit good.
Okay. In response, is it artifact or enchantment?
Yeah, destroy target artifact, destroy enchantment, or exile a card. I was going to think of that, maybe from you, but then you can just do your graveyard at any point, so you might do that at some point.
I'm going to tap 1 and Brainstorm
Okay.
and copy it. So a few triggers.
Tower and electrostatic field.
Yeah.
I'll do your field.
So it's 2 each from the electrostatic field.
Isn't that on cast?
Oh yeah, sorry, it's only 1 each, and it's only
Is
1
Tower
from
and on cast as well?
Tower as
okay.
well. So I draw 3, then put 2 on top of my library, and then lower that. And I'll do that twice.
1 brainstorm later.
He's brainstorming.
Come on!
He's trying to find the counter.
I know.
And go against it. Just put those 2 back. Okay, and now it does.
Yay!
That was all in my end step, wasn't it?
Yes.
Okay, carry on.
That was my instep.
All good?
Yeah,
Okay.
I don't blame you for getting rid of it. It's probably too good to stick around.
Yeah. It's bloody amazing.
Pay 2 for Skull Prophet, which is can tap for black or green. Or it can tap to mill 2 cards. And no. Forest. Yeah, I think I just passed the turn from there.
Okay.
Yep. Okay.
That. Go to combat. I'm just going to hit you again, Francis. So, at the beginning of combat on your turn, put a counter on target creature you control. 3. I'll actually don't. I'll do it. This happens at the beginning of combat before I even attack. So then that.
Yep.
Flips.
Into the Winged Temple of Orazka, a legendary land that can tap for any colour, or can tap and pay 1 generic, 1 green and 1 blue to give target creature you control flying and +X/+X, where X is that creature's power.
And then I can double it up now, can't I, if I want?
Yeah. And it gives it flying as well, doesn't it?
It does. But it takes the colour, doesn't it, away? It's got no colour identity now, has it?
That's correct.
So this doesn't get any buffs from it.
That's correct.
Okay.
You don't have. I think it is a May. You don't have to flip it.
No, I want it. I like it.
Yeah.
It's better flipped, isn't it? I will. Yeah, I'll hit you fast. It's only 5 though.
On the ground.
Well, oh, it'll be on the ground. I'll put it on the ground. Yeah.
On the ground.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
I'm going to tap mill again for a colourless. No, I'm going to Gonna block with Milliken.
Yeah, I was going to say, I thought that's probably what you were going to do.
Gonna block with Milliken. Tap it. Mill a card. Sorry, too many things. Verdant Mastery.
Yeah.
Activate Sivirus to sacrifice it.
Yeah.
So, one for you. Beladros in the graveyard, or pay 3 life to put it in the graveyard,
Put it in your
or
hand.
put it in my hand. Same choice, Ben. Golgari Grave Joel.
Probably hand, I would say.
Yeah, hand.
Okay. I think hand is the right choice generally. So Conrad.
3 really good cards you just.
Yeah.
Yeah, you can have that in your hand as well.
Okay. I have milled pretty much all land at the start of the game. Okay.
Me? Back to me.
Before we finish. Because I've got a floating mana.
Yep.
I'm going to put my floating mana and. I'm going to put my floating mana and 4 into Vivian's Arcbow and discard Riftstone Portal.
And that lets you tap for...
That lets me to any land tap for Selesnya.
Yeah.
Which is not the colour that I'm missing.
Yeah, I was just looking at it thinking, it's black you want, isn't it?
But then I can look at the top 5 cards of my library and put a creature card with converted mana cost X or less from among them onto the battlefield. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
That's quite good.
Not quite enough. Oh, I got Iron Enders, and so I can't get Noxious Gearhulk, but there's Scheming Symmetry and Excavation Technique.
Okay.
Those go on the bottom of the library.
Are you all done with what you've been doing?
All done, yep.
Okay, so I'm going to, in my second main phase, white, red, blue, black, green. I'm going to have a little look for a card. I know, you always say do it in someone else's phase, but I like to do it now.
You're going to do it now so that people can board wipe and blow it up before it gets back to your turn.
Yeah, basically, yeah. That's how I like it, mate. That's how I like it. I'm going to go for Thassa, God of the Sea.
OG Thassa is a 5/5 indestructible enchantment that isn't a creature unless you have 5 or more devotion to blue. At the beginning of your upkeep, scry 1, and an activated ability for 1 and a blue. Target creature you control can't be blocked this turn.
I'll pass that.
Cool. So you didn't cast any spells, did you?
No.
So it becomes night,
Okay. Do you want to
which ticks up Vadrik.
Forest.
And I think I'm going to green, blue, red. Yeah, just around those and bring out Swarmlord. He gets 2 counters. Who doesn't have flying?
I still
Me
do.
and Francis.
Don't just take 1.
Okay.
And then in my end step, I'll create another core. And a boss.
Okay. I'll untap and draw. Play a Temple of Foolscrub, which is online. So spells cost 4 less because of Vadrik. So I'm going to tap 1, 2, 5, 4 from Vadrik. I'm going to Muse Vortex, where X is 7. So exile the top 7 cards in my library. I can cast an instant or sorcery spell with mana value 7 or less from among them without paying the cost. Then the exiled instants and sorceries go into my hand, the rest go on the bottom.
Ooh.
So
Wow.
a couple of triggers, Electrostatic Field and Tyranid.
Jesus.
Another drink.
Yeah.
Exile.
Yeah. That would have been a good shout.
would have been a good shout. What else?
Or Cambal, maybe.
But then you would have bet because you couldn't have cast that at that cost. Because you can't cast things with that has more land. So you want to.
It just
3,
would have
4,
been a
5,
little
6.
bit less.
Well, yeah, it would have been 4.
Exile reveals them, doesn't it?
If they're exiled face up.
Yeah. It doesn't say face down. So Stormkill Artist, Mindstone,
Something.
something.
I can never remember what it is.
Goaded Lotus,
How many instances
Mountain.
sorceries?
Mana Geyser.
Oh, okay.
What's that? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And the new
No.
But it's only instants and sorceries that go to your hand,
Yes.
and the others go to the bottom.
Go to the bottom.
So there's quite a lot.
Okay. I thought it was putting all of the others.
No, I think it says
Instant.
instant or sorceries. So not horrific.
So we're mana guysing, yeah?
No, I think I'm going to do the other one, which is strategic planning.
Okay.
I'm just going to have to check how it reads, but the mana guys will go to my hand, and the rest go on the bottom. So it's a sorcery, strategic planning. Look at the top 3 cards of your library, put one of them into my hand and the rest into my graveyard. That is cast from the Muse Vortex.
Yep.
So another Tyranid trigger.
Yep.
And another electrostatic field trigger. So look at the top 3. 1 into my hand and 2 into my graveyard. So in my graveyard is an island and a ley line of anticipation. Go to combat. Dan, take 2 in the air.
Just 2.
Yours. And then go to my end step. And when I end my turn, it will become day because I cast 2 more spells. So
Okay.
Vadrik gets another counter.
Somebody kill that trick!
For such as, like, he sticks around so long, doesn't he?
Yeah, definitely.
I can't go for that.
I'm surprised that you guys haven't learned that it's a remove on site because it just snowballs.
I mean, if I had removal, I'd remove it.
Who plays a removal?
Yeah.
I'm going to play Plains.
Still no swamp.
Yeah, I'm really lucky that someone else is playing black for this exotic orchard.
I'm gonna blow up my woodland cemetery.
I do have Skull Prophet as well. Going to pay 5 for Mazarek. Responses.
No, 1 mana.
Responses.
No.
Responses.
What does Mazarek do?
Mazarek is whenever a player sacrifices another permanent, put a +1 counter on each creature you control. It's the one that combos with Putrid Goblin if I have a sack up there,
Which you do.
which I do. I have 2. This is the relevant one
Yeah,
that can
it can do a billion,
sacrifice for free.
billion times, can't it?
I will tap 3 and ionize the Mazarek. So counter it and deal 2 damage to you.
Okay.
And then each take 1 from the electrostatic field.
And you create a void.
And I get another.
Thought that looked like counterspell mana. Yeah. I will cultivate. Go and get 2 swamps. Because need swamps.
You going to combat after that?
Dan, dink you for 1.
Yay.
Pass the turn while I go get 2 swamps.
Okay, that's right. I'm getting them up. Keep.
Swamp to the battlefield, swamp to my hand. I think you need to get Lavinia or Campbell before we die to a storm turn.
Well, yeah, there is that, I suppose.
You can do it in response to him dying. It's storm.
Yeah, true. Or in someone, or in, I mean, could just do it in Ben's end step, put it on as well. What have you got? You got loads. It's got loads up, haven't they? What have you got?
I've got Ivy Lane Denizen and Silverus up.
Sorry, but you're an easy target.
Who's up?
How many? I've done 5 command damage so far, haven't I, to you?
You have.
Have another 6.
On the ground.
Yeah, otherwise I can't do any searching later in a minute, can I?
Okay, I'm gonna put Ivy Lane Denizen in front of it.
Yeah.
And sacrifice it to Silverus
Yeah.
to do the thing again.
Yeah.
Forest.
Graveyard. Oh, there's 3 do I for that?
Land. No, go. Yeah, you do.
I'll let you have it then, actually.
Thank
Doesn't
you.
make a huge difference, does it?
Isolated Chapel.
Hand or graveyard?
Good.
Broken Bond.
Graveyard. I take 3.
Doesn't want his stuff blown up. Right.
Yeah.
Pretty good.
I'll pass turn.
So you didn't play any spells, did you?
No.
So it's going to become night. So Vadrik gets another counter. He's now 6/7.
I think Lavinia. Thing is, he can just cast one massive spell if I get Campbell. It doesn't matter to him, does it? and then if I get Lavinia, it'll just cast loads of little spells and it won't matter to him. I think I'm just going to get Lavinia to be honest.
1, 2, 3, 5. I'm going to cast Turbigon. So this has Ravenous. Creature enters the battlefield with X +1/+1 counters. So it's 5.
Does it have to do anything?
Sorry? Hang on. If X is 5 or more, I draw a card when it enters.
Oh, sweet.
It's got Trample and it's got Spawn Termagants. Whenever Turbigon deals combat damage to a player, create that many +1/+1 green Tyranid creature tokens.
Nice.
And I haven't played Land for turn, have I?
I don't think so.
Actually, I'm going to combat first. Yeah. And
You go with a few.
Francis.
Okay.
7, 8, 10.
10, yeesh.
Cool. And then second main phase, I'm going to cast a Highlands and give him 1 life. And then end step, I cast the creature, so the gargoyle flock gets another gargoyle. And then I'll pass turn.
In your end step, then I'll dig for. I think it was that one, like that. Lavinia, I think. Each opponent can't cast non-creature spells with converted mana cost greater than the number of lands they control. Whenever an opponent casts a spell, if no mana was spent to cast it, counter that spell.
Okay.
I mean, it's either that, like you say, or if he storms off, it's going to be one of them. And I don't know which one it's going to be yet, do I, to be fair.
I don't know. So I'll untap and draw. Play an island.
I think I could be dead in the air now.
I can't play anything CMC 8 or more, or 7 or more. Is it?
How many lands have you got?
I've got 7.
So you can't play anything 8.
Right.
And if you cast anything without paying mana, it just counters it instantly.
I'm going to tap that for Is It. I'm going to use the red to play a Faithless Looting.
Okay.
So each take 1. And I'm going to get another Drake. Then I draw 2, discard 2.
Oh lord, there's a lot of drakes.
A Metallurgic Summonings, a Young Pyromancer. I'll then pay 1 for a Mystic Remora. So whenever an opponent casts a non-creature spell, I may draw a card unless that player pays 4. And it's also got cumulative upkeep of 1. So each time it gets to my upkeep, I put a counter on it. I forget what the counter's called, but for each counter that's on it in my upkeep, I have to pay that many mana or sacrifice the card.
Oh, okay, cool.
So I'm going to go to combat.
There's a secret there, guys.
It's in the secret there. That's not a problem. I'm going to go to combat.
You can kill Francis. You can kill 5, yeah.
Everyone else has been having a go.
I'm going to swing 6 at Dan.
Yeah.
And then
Do you really want to do this?
6 at Ben. Yeah.
4 block. 2 of those drakes, but they get -0, -1, -0.
Okay.
That doesn't make a huge difference. So.
No.
So you take 2.
Yeah. It's
Oh, sorry, take 1.
It takes 1, yeah. And I take 6, did you say? Yeah?
Yes. And then I'm just gonna pass.
Okay.
I survived.
Oh, and so I think I cast 2 spells.
But you're at night, aren't you? Does that mean...
Did you miss?
Faithless Knitting in the Mystic.
Yeah.
So it's gonna turn to day.
It doesn't matter, because he can't cast big spells because fucking Lavinia.
Yeah.
So it's just going to be random commander damage, isn't it?
Or get rid of the thing, yeah.
I suppose there is that, yeah. There is that.
Tell you what, it's hard playing a graveyard deck with scavenger grounds on board.
I feel like he needs to hit it soon. If you mill again in a minute, there's probably a lot in there that you could hit with it, but then don't know what, probably some sort of combo you can do anyway. Yeah, we should have just been not giving him the cards and let him go to the graveyard.
Yeah, maybe.
And then you could have just popped it.
But then got one less land for the.
Oh yeah, that's true. That's true. Now that makes a difference. Now, doesn't it?
So I've got 7 lands and my commander's 7 power. So basically, everything is going to cost 1 mana that I can play.
Yeah,
because most of the spells in it are like one colour and lots of colours.
Oh, is that what it is?
Okay.
Yeah, I think I'm just going to go to my turn. Do I want to mill? No. It's like
You've got,
it's mostly land.
yeah, you've got fuck all in there. We've
There's
been giving you
Mazrek and Ivy Lane Denizen, which aren't like not relevant, but yeah, screw it. I will. Did I already draw? No, I didn't. I will move to Plains.
another land. Oh.
Gilded Goose. Let's try baiting out another counter. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Try resolving a Beladros.
That is definitely worth countering if you can.
I cannot counter it.
Me neither.
Beladros is a 4/4 flyer with at the beginning of each upkeep, make a 1/1 pest token. Those tokens have when this creature dies, you gain 1 life. Beladros also has an activated ability to pay 10 life and untap all lands you control once each turn.
I don't think I can pay the life.
I was going to say, it's not going to be likely though you're going to do that.
I'll play Isolated Chapel. Enters untapped. I think I passed the turn.
Okay.
Oh, in your upkeep.
I'm going to scry.
And I will create a pest.
I will keep that. I'm going to apologise to Francis for playing this.
I mean, yeah, fine. Get it over and done with. Fucking hate that card. I think that card's more painful than Narset.
Yeah.
To be honest.
Right, I need.
What does it do? Sorry.
That. I mill someone for 4, then exile all graveyards. So yeah.
Also, spells and abilities your opponents control can't cause their controllers to search their
So you
library.
can't search your library for any reason. Yeah. So there's that too, I suppose. So yeah, I will mill you for 4.
Yeah. Okay.
So before that happens, you're going to pay the 4 for Mystic Remora.
Oh, that means you draw a card.
It does.
4 mana?
Mm-hmm.
Nah.
Okay, so I'll draw.
Okay.
Resolves.
Yep.
Okay.
I think he wants it to.
Mill for me for 4, yeah?
Move 4.
Swamp, Angel of Suffering, Victimize and Buried Ruin.
Then everyone exiles their graveyard.
Sadness on the stack.
So Barney's still got his thing on a stick there, so... Okay, let's go.
Plus, I don't have one.
Yeah, well, the other one card, yeah. To be fair. Okay. Barney's got flyers. Ben's got no flyers.
Not like now, no.
See, she is 5, 6, 7, 8. If I doubled her, it'd be 16. And I could kill you.
Is that with playing the unblockable? Because I've got flying blocker.
Oh, you got flying blocker. I can't do both.
First.
Can't do both, unfortunately. I'll make her unblockable.
Okay. How big is she?
She's an 8. I don't think you're that much of an issue. I'm going to hit you for 8, Barney.
Okay.
Unblockable.
Noted.
Well, yeah.
I don't think I am the threat at the minute.
No, it's looking at the board. You've got a lot of fly on.
I am
board.
always potentially the threat as long as I'm alive, but I have just had my graveyard exiled and he still has Scavenger Grounds.
Yeah.
So some of the busted stuff that I can do is pretty weird.
Yeah. I didn't think smashing you twice in the face.
Well, you've done it the last 3 turns.
Well, yeah, I didn't think it would serve me that well, to be honest, if you still mean.
I'm going to cast New Horizons. So when New Horizons enters the battlefield, put a +1/+1 counter on target creature. I'm going to add it to him.
What land do you enchant?
I will enchant this forest and now taps for 2 mana of any colour.
Sweet.
To cast
Scry.
That's right.
Does it share a creature type with your commander?
It does a human Tyranid wizard. Of
Yes,
course,
it does.
So it has Spiritual Leader at the beginning of combat on your turn, put a +1/+1 counter on target creature, and Psychic Stimulus. So tap, add 2 colourless. When you next cast a spell of X in its mana cost or activate an ability of X in its activation cost this turn, copy that spell ability. You may choose new targets for the copy.
Very cool.
Yeah, it's cool, I like that. So I'm going to go to combat.
Sorry, I should have asked. With the enchantment, did you pay for the Mystic Remora?
I did not know.
So you get to put a counter on.
Yes,
As you go to combat.
As I go to
wasn't it?
combat, yeah. So I'm going to go to combat and put.
Well, don't you stop your commander? That's the main. That's the best thing to do.
And I'm going to swing it. You. For 9.
Does it have trample?
It does not.
You should have put a counter on that. What's wrong with that? That's the better idea.
Yeah. So 8 and 6 with trample.
Okay, I'll block the 8 with one of the drakes. And I'll take 6.
And then in my end step, I will create another coil.
At the beginning of your turn, I forgot my pest trigger and one for you as well. At the beginning of your turn.
Okay.
Yeah, that was done.
I'm gonna untap. Upkeep trigger. Counter goes on Mystic Remora. I will pay for it. And then I'll draw for 2. I'll play a mountain. Okay, let's do some stuff. Do 7 at down and 3 or all 5 of the drakes at them.
So 5 drakes at you and
7 at me.
massive. Oh, Vadrik.
Yeah, I'll take 7.
I will block 2 drakes of those, and if I block with that, will they die? Because they get a
No.
-0
No,
-1.
won't. No,
so I
won't.
block with that as well.
So one of them will die.
Yeah,
And then you take 1.
1, yeah.
Yes, 1 of that. Oh, 1,
Well, no, 2.
2, sorry,
came
2,
through,
yeah, 2. Yeah.
Okay. Second main. Right, I'll start by tapping those to add 2 red and I'll float the blue. So for 2 red, I'm going to Mana Geyser. So I'm going to add red for each tap land that you guys control. And there's going to be the 2 triggers. So do the electrostatic field and get a Drake back. So how much? Okay, so 20. What power is Lavinia?
2.
Okay.
She's in danger.
Lightning bolt.
Right. What I'm going to do, I'm going to pay 4 red to cast Rolling Thunder. So 2 red, X is 2. So Rolling Thunder deals 2 damage divided as I choose among any number of target creatures and/or players.
Whoa.
And with that on the stack, I'm going to tap 2 to Narcissus Reversal it and get it back to my hand.
Yeah.
So triggers, there's going to be 2 damage to each of you from the electrostatic field, 2 drakes coming in, and then 2 damage to Lavinia.
Yeah.
So the Rolling Thunder comes back.
And now it gets cast for 20.
Storm count is at 3.
There's not actually that much storm stuff in here.
It only takes 1.
It's normally big, horrible shit.
Now, what the plan was going to be has kind of changed because I drew the Rolling Thunder. So I'm going to pay the 16, 2 of them for the pips, and then we'll add, so it's 14 in X, back up to 16. 17, 18, plus the 7 from Vadrik, so X is going to be 25. I'm going to cast Rolling Thunder.
Okay, so you've got 7 on bet. So we're dead and you've got 7 left to...
Not quite, because the electrostatic field goes first.
Ah, okay, so yeah. So you've got 9.
So yeah, left 25, and I get another drink as well. So yeah, you guys, I'm sorry, but you're both dead.
I will point out I've got life gain on board. I've got 3 life gain on board. So do you want to choose your amounts?
Oh, so you can sack.
I can stack them and gain 3 life.
Oh, so you need
I've
to
got
put
3
another...
life on board.
You need to put another 3 into him then, yeah.
It's on board
Okay.
information that I've got another 3 life.
So it'll be 12 to Francis,
Yeah,
7 to Dan, which leaves 7.
7, yeah. No, 6, yeah.
So 6 is going to be...
I mean, I'd go there, and there probably.
Yeah,
That would be 6.
it would be those 3. Yeah, so they're the targets.
Okay, so I have responses. I'm going to activate Severus and sacrifice a pest and gain 1 life. Oh, and do the Severus thing. So Dan, come on tower,
Can I pay the life?
if you want.
I'll pay the life. No, I'll put it to your hand.
Okay.
Is this another land? Yeah, you can have that to your hand.
Okay. What I'm hoping for was not Path to Exile. What was it? The one that gains life. Swords, yeah.
What is that?
Lena.
I can go to your hand.
Okay. Sacrifice 2 pests, I guess. To gain 2 life. Pay 2 life. 2 mana. Discard Golgari Grave Troll. Look at the top 2 with Vivian's Arcbow. Look. Move to damage.
Die.
Yep.
Okay, I'll pass.
I have no flyers. So because he doesn't have... Oh, he's dead. Never mind. And he's gone. 2 green. For red. I'll play Atalan Jackal. So it's trample and haste. Whenever Atalan Jackal deals combat damage to a player, you may search for hardware a basic land card, put it into the battlefield, tapped, and then shuffle. I'm going to swing in with these 2, I think. So that's 6 and 9.
Okay, so I'll put one of the drakes in front of the one without trample.
Yep.
3 of the drakes in front of the other one.
Cool. So that fires, isn't it?
Yes.
Yeah.
Wasn't sure if you had any.
Oh, I guess draw a card though, because it died with chances in it. Commander. Cool, and then I'll pass them.
Okay. I will untap. This ticks up, and I'm not going to pay for it, so I'll sacrifice it. Why not? So, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 to cast because of that. Distortion. So when you cast a spell, you have fewer than 7 cards in your hand. Draw cards equals the difference. So I've got 3, so I'm going to draw 4.
Cool.
3, 4. I'll play that to 10.
What else does it do?
Discard a card with mana value X, counter target spell with mana value X. But I've got a handful of counter spells now.
I had one plan, but it's constant. It's a shame.
Well, it depends if he's got a card that's exactly the same mana value as what you want to cast.
It's true.
I'm going to go to combat and I'm going to attack you for 8, 15. Yeah, 15.
You know what? I'll try it. Cast Hateful Ice. Turn all attacking creatures to their owner's hand.
I will discard Sapphire to counter it.
How much damage is there? Enough?
15, so it's not quite enough. But the rest are fine.
I will pop the commander.
So take 8. And then I pass.
Cool. That's pretty well for me.
Fair. It's the best any deck you've played so far has done.
Indeed,
isn't it?
yeah. It's actually done something this time, so
Yeah.
that's me done.
Okay.
So yeah, I guess on my turn I'll just swing out.
Yeah, I know.
Alright, good game.
Good game, yeah.
If you want more Vadrik and Nethroi gameplay, this game was nuts. And thank you so much to our patron, The Talking Oddish.